Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. So today in this video I'll be solving a medium level Leetcode problem, and the problem is longest palindromic substring. So before I start solving the problem, I'll just discuss the problem statement and we'll see that what are the constraints given and what are the approaches we can take to solve this DSA problem. To solve this problem, so let's see. This is problem statement. Here is given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring in S. So before I jump into the solution, first we need to discuss like what is a palindrome substring. So palindrome is nothing but if you read a string from the reverse, it should be same as the original string. So that is the palindrome. So you are given a example 1 where you can see that in input there is an input string given which is BABAD, and from this input string you have to write a program that should tell that should able to find that which is the longest palindromic substring. So output is BAB. So if you see in the given input, if you reverse BAB, it will be same as original, which is BAB. So it is a palindrome, and this is the longest palindrome in the given string. So 3 characters in the given input string is the longest palindromic substring. So for the given string example 1, the output will be BAB. And in example 2 you can see that string is CBBD and the output is BB, because out of 4 characters in the given input string, the longest palindromic substring is BB. So if you reverse BB, it will be same as original string which is BB. So this is also a palindromic substring. So this was the problem statement. Now let's see what are the constraints given. So constraint here is, it is saying that length of the string should be greater or equal to 1 and it should be less equal to 1000. So that is the first constraint. And second constraint, it is saying that the input character should be only containing digits and English letter. It cannot be like having any special characters or like that. If the input have any special characters, it means that is not a valid, because in constraint it is given that the string should only consist digit and English letter. So this was the constraint. Now we'll see like what approaches we can take in order to solve this problem. So here I will be using 2-pointer approach to solve this problem. So if you see the input string, I will take the example of first input string on the screen, BABAD. So we will be taking 2 pointers, one is low and one is high, and we will be iterating through the strings, and one pointer will move forward, one pointer will move backward. Like we will be taking every character in the string as a center, and then we'll use one pointer to move forward and one pointer to move backward, and we'll compare the characters. If it is matched, then it is a palindrome. If it does not match, then it will not be a palindrome. So this is the approach I'll be taking in order to solve this problem. So here is the code. So see, we have a longest palindrome method which takes string as an input, and then we're just finding the length of the string. And then here you see I have taken 2 variable low and high, initializing with 0, and then there is one empty string which is LPS, LPS is nothing but longest palindromic substring. So initially there will be an empty string in LPS, and the first check which I am doing here is if length is less equal to 1, then return string itself, because if there is only one character string, then that will be the palindrome itself. So we'll return the string itself. Now, as I explained, that we'll be checking for odd length and even length. So here I am iterating the given string, where you see there is a for loop which is starting from I equal to 0 and going to I less than n, and then I plus plus, and then here I am initializing low equal to I and high equal to I. So for the first time, low and high will be at the index 0, and we'll have another while loop where we'll be comparing the characters, where low should be greater equal to 0 and high less than n, and character at low should be equal to character at high. If this condition is satisfied, then we will reduce the low and we will increase the high, because the purpose of taking two pointer here is one pointer will move to left and one pointer will move to right, and we'll compare both the characters. If it is matches, it means that both the characters are same, and if low comes to -1 or high equal to length of the string, then we are breaking out of the loop. So once we break out of the loop, we will be having low and high, and that will be the palindrome string. So we'll get the palindrome string, and then since we need the longest palindromic substring, we'll have to check for each character in the given string, so that we could find the longest palindromic substring. So here we are checking that if palindrome string length greater equal to longest palindrome string, then we are updating this LPS variable with palindrome string. So this was the code which was for odd length, and now we'll consider the even length. So in even length, we are initializing low equal to I minus 1 and high equal to I, and here the logic is very similar. It's just that only the initialization is different in case of even length. So while low greater equal to 0 and high less than n, and again we are comparing this character at low should be equal to character at high, and then we are decreasing low variable and increasing high variable. And if low comes to -1 and high equal to length of the string, which is n, then it is breaking out of the loop. And then again, once we come out of the loop, we would have got a palindrome substring, which is substring from low plus 1 and high. And here again I am checking for if the string which we got has length greater than the LPS dot length, then we are updating this LPS variable with the current palindrome substring. So once we iterated for each character, we will be having that longest palindromic substring. So this LPS variable will have the longest palindromic substring. So this was the code, and now I will execute this code and we'll see that it is getting accepted or not. So let me execute. So this code is successfully submitted, and you can see that it is taking 21 millisecond. So this code is working as expected. If you are having any doubt regarding the code, let me know in the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.